Hello, this is Mr. Brady. If you're watching this, unfortunately I'm no longer with you. I'm in Aptos on a link crew meeting, but I'd much rather be with you guys, I promise. This is just a new program that we're implementing, and Ms. Zanza principal thought I would be a good fit to try and get this program going. That being the case, there'll still be learning. We're going to be talking about money. It's interesting. These are the stuff that you kind of really think about when you signed up for AP Economics. When are we going to talk about money? When do we learn about money? Well, here you go. First off, I hope the test went well. Thank you to those that we met on Saturday. Hopefully that was a good review. I'll be back Thursday. That packet that you received, that'll be due after this video. Please pay attention, take notes. I'll put this online as well so that you guys can access it. But anyway, here we go. Let's title this is Unit 4, Money, Banking, and Monetary Policy. We're going to get into monetary policy and banking a little later. Today is just kind of about money. So please take notes. Here we go. There will be a quiz on this on Thursday when we get back, so do pay attention. This is important. All right, you and your partner, here's the currency that's been issued in the United States. Your job, number 1 through 10, you and your partner, see how many people you can guess who is on that bill or coin. Bonus, tell me what E pluribus una means. E pluribus una means. Okay? Give you guys about 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Go. Just kind of checking out how it looks. Yeah. Huh, you really think that dollar bill is with that guy? I don't know. Yeah, it could be that currency. It's either one of the two. I know it was some dead president. Does this maybe help? We'll turn the lights off. Take another minute. I'd really been thinking, and I kind of wish I did this now. I would play that Nas song, Out for Dead Presidents, to represent me, or Jay-Z song. All right, let's get it going. On the $100 bill, not a president, one of two people that is not a president on the currency. We've got Benjamin Franklin. $50 bill, Grant. $20 bill, Andrew Jackson. Have I mentioned the Andrew Jackson? I've got great hair. We don't have to discuss his policies as a president. He wasn't very fond of Native Americans and all that, but he did have nice hair. And I've always wanted to go to a barbershop, slam a $20 bill on the table and say, hey, I want to get the hair like Andrew Jackson. Make me look like him. Hamilton is on the 10. First treasurer. $5 bill. Honest Abe. $2 bill. Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. 50-cent piece, that's JFK. The dime, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The $1,000 bill was Grover Cleveland. And the $100,000 bill, Woodrow Wilson. Bonus, E pluribus una means, out of many, one. All right, title these notes 4.1, all about money. You can see some of the different currencies that are present. 4.1, money. So why is it that we use money? What would happen if we didn't have money? Well, if we didn't have money, we would have to barter. Remember in the school playground where, like, I've got this, cupcake, and who's willing to trade me for the cupcake, right? So this would have to be without money. Everything would be through bartering, and this is how we used to do it, right? But there's some inherent issues with the barter system. The first problem is what's known as the double coincidence of wants, right? You have to have what I want, I have to have what you want in order for us to exchange in this trade, right? So this double coincidence of wants. And there are times we have different tastes, right? Different strokes for different folks. Life would be boring if everybody was the same. We all don't want the same things, right? That's why bartering can be problematic. Now, if we were to barter with money, right, why do we use money? If we had money, well, everybody wants money, right? Everybody, that's a thing that everybody wants. So we go to the stores, we want different products, right? But in exchange for them, we give money because everybody desires currency, money. Another problem is that back in the day, some things couldn't be split and divided. The example I give is a goat for 5 chickens. I'll sell you a goat for 5 chickens. Well, I don't want 5 chickens, I just want 1 chicken. So I'll take a fifth of your goat, please. That could be problematic, right? What fifth of the goat? You want the goat living, a fifth of the goat would be problematic if that was the case. Example, a doctor might accept only certain goods, so you need to find what the doctor wants in order to get help. That would be for the double coincidence of wants. That would be problematic, right? If you needed to use a doctor to see a doctor right away, that, of course, would be an issue. Give you guys a few more seconds to take down the notes. I doubt you'll see this on an AP test. This is just to say, kind of give a little bit of background as to why we do have money today. It's because, it is useful. Cool? So then the question becomes, well, what is money? And we all have a general idea, but here is your kind of textbook definition. Money is really anything that is generally accepted in payments for goods and services, right? Anything that is generally accepted for goods and services. And we'll talk about why that is, right? It's not just paper bills, but there's lots of other things that could be issued for and be considered money. And I'll give some examples later on. Money is not the same as wealth or income. We tend to kind of equate the two. I've got a lot of money. Well, I've got a lot of wealth. And yes, it's probably true. But really, wealth is the sum or the total collection of all assets, all one's goods, right? I could be very wealthy, not necessarily have a lot of money on me, but if I've got a lot of different houses and really nice cars and, a lot of bonds and stocks, right? I don't have a lot of money on me, but I would be considered wealthy because I have a lot of assets. Income is a flow of earning per unit of time. So teachers, our income is, I make about $3,400 a month. That would be my income for the month. Okay? So note some of those things. They're not totally interchangeable, wealth, money, income, but here you go. And just, again, AP tip, income refers to who? Buyers or sellers? Buyers, whereas wages refer to who? Buyers or sellers? Sellers. Okay, so continuing on with what money is. First thing, needs to be a commodity. And by that I mean that something that performs the function of money and has intrinsic value. So this is commodity money, okay? So this has intrinsic value. And we'll differ commodity money versus just fiat money, and I'll explain what fiat money is. But commodity money, these are different things like gold, silver, cigarettes in jail, right, would be a commodity. Again, money is regularly accepted, generally accepted for goods and services in trade, right? In prison, cigarettes could be something that's traded for, although I don't think that's really the case anymore. Again, commodity money is a value of currency that has intrinsic value, right? We want the gold because the gold looks nice, it's shiny, it sparkles. We can melt it down and it can become worth something. Cigarettes has some intrinsic value. We enjoy using them, so that's something that I want, right? Fiat money is slightly different when we talk about currency, and we'll explain that. Oops, going back. So instead of commodity, right, there's fiat money. And fiat money really isn't worth anything, right? Yes, this is a $5 bill. I know, big spender, Mr. Brady. But really, fiat money is only worth the paper and the ink that it was made for, right? It's not a commodity. I could, this looks so awfully like a lot of paper that's in the staff room right now. So fiat money is something that serves as money, but has no other intrinsic value or uses. Right? The only difference between these two notes, the dollar bill, the monopoly, is that we believe that this dollar has value. Right? We believe it. But in reality, right, it's very similar to monopoly money. It's got ink, it's paper, it has no other use or purpose except that we, as a society, tends to believe that it is worth more. So examples, paper money, coins, digital currency, right? We tend to believe it has value. That's the result. It's fiat money. Okay, so the two types of money, commodity versus fiat. Couple of functions of money. I'm just going to go all three right in a row so that you can record this in your notes. I appreciate you guys paying attention. Money, a function of money is that it acts as a medium of exchange. Right? Money can easily be used to buy goods and services. We can abbreviate goods and services, G&S, with no complications of barter system. Right? It acts as a medium of exchange, something that we can exchange for goods and services. There is some, a little bit of bargain. I think everything's a bargain. If I were to go to Best Buy and say, hey, I want 10 televisions, but I don't want to pay the price, some wiggle room. But money helps to kind of act. It's a medium, goes in between the exchange. Money also serves as a unit of account. Money measures the value of all goods and services. Money acts as a measurement of value, right? So the goods and services, when we go to Safeway, there's the price tag next to it. There's things it serves. We can figure out how much something is worth. It is a unit of account. We can know how much things are worth through the currency, the money that we use. It's a function of it, right? It puts dollar value on things. I remember The Office, Michael Scott receiving a $100 gift card, a bonus, and he says, look, right, this is given to me by corporate, right? Can't put a value on this. Well, the joke is, and it's Michael Scott, so there's a joke, that what is a value, right? Third function, it's a store of value. Money allows you to store purchasing power for the future. Allows you to store purchasing power for the future. It holds, right? So we can know how much things are worth. Cool? Three functions of money. For person to the left, tell the person to the right the three functions of money, please. Go ahead, do that now. Cool. All right. Moving on. This is Mr. Clifford. Hopefully you can hear this. I'm going to put the laptop up so you can.
Before we talk about the answer to this question, let's make sure you know a few things about money. In today's world, money is how people pay for things. Duh. Money can be absolutely anything that does these three functions. The first one is a medium of exchange. Money is anything that people are willing to accept for payments. I'll give you an example. Several years ago, I printed out and gave to my students Clifford money. Take a look. Now, each dollar could be used for a bonus point on the exam. Students in my class started buying things from each other using Clifford dollars. Hey man, I'll buy that soda off you for a Clifford dollar. The point is that money, real money, has value because we're willing to accept it. The second function of money is the idea of a unit of account. So if I told you that car is worth $500, that gives you information. A car that's worth $50,000 is obviously going to be different. So money helps measure the relative value of different goods and different services. The last function is the idea of a store of value. Money allows you to save and store the value of your work and effort. So if you did some work for someone and you got paid in meals, there's no way to actually store that value. But getting paid money allows you to store that value to buy something in the future. What do you think inflation does to store